Welcome everybody to our new session in which we are going to discuss math and string library functions. In the previous year, we have seen some of the math functions and string manipulation functions. So this session will discuss these in detail. Let us first discuss the standard library math module. Math module is grouped under the Python standard library, and all the math related functions are brought together and grouped inside a module, which is math. The name of the module is math. These functions inside the math module will work with all the numeric types except for the complex numbers. As you know, the complex numbers has the format 2 plus j 6, that is real part is there, and there will be an imaginary part. So numeric types except for complex numbers can use the math functions. To use the math function in your program, you need to bring the math module to your program. You can use the standard library function without bringing them to the program, but since a module is created for the math related functions, it has to be important or to bring those functions inside your program. This is done by using import statement. Import math will bring the math module to your program. To use any function inside the math module, after importing, you will have to use this format math.functionName. Now we are going to see the math functions. The first one is ceil function. Ceil function returns the smallest integer not less than the number given inside the bracket. The format is math.ceilNum. And you can see the example here. Math.ceil 1.3 will bring the least number greater than the specified number. Least integer or the smallest integer greater than the number specified. And ceil of negative number will bring the smallest integer greater than the specified number. Now sqrt. This is a function which returns the square root of a number. The format you can see here, and the example is math.sqrt of 81.0. This is a floating point number, and so the result will also be a floating point, and the square root of 81 is 9. exp function returns the natural logarithm e raised to the arg power, e to the power arg. For example, math.exp 2.0 gives the value e to the power 2. Fabs. Math.fabs num. This will return the absolute value of num. That is, math.fabs 1.0 will be 1.0, which is positive, and math.fabs minus 1.0 will be 1.0. So this is a modulo operation. Absolute value. Now floor. Fifth one is floor. Math.floor num. So this and ceil are connected. We usually learn them together, ceil and floor. Floor function returns the largest integer not greater than the number. So this will give the largest integer less than the given number. And these are the examples. Next one is log. Here you have to specify an optional value is there, base. Math log of num comma base. Log function returns the natural logarithm for the num. A domain error occurs if num is negative, and a range error occurs if the argument num is 0. So it follows all the properties of the natural logarithm. You can see the example here. Log of 1.0 will give the natural logarithm for 1.0, and here math.log of 1024, 2 will give the logarithm of 1024 to the base 2. The seventh function is log 10. Math.log 10 of number. This function returns the base 10 logarithm number, and it follows all the properties of log 10. Here you can give the example is here. Next function is power function or POW. We don't write the word completely. We specify them POW or power. Mat.pow function has the following format: mat.pow base comma exponent. Now POW function returns the base raised to the exp power. For example, you can see it here 3.0, 0, which is 3 to the power 0. Now, a domain error occurs if base is equal to 0. That means base, the first value, 0 to the power something. No, that is an error. And exp should not be less than 0. It should not be less than or equal to 0. Also, if base is less than 0 and exp is not integer, this is also not allowed. So math.pow 4, 2 will give you 4 to the power 2. You have to remember this fact. A domain error occurs if base is equal to 0 and exponent is less than or equal to 0. That is math.pow 0, -1. There is no such value. And also it will give an error if base is less than 0 and exponent is not an integer. Exponent has to be an integer. And if base is less than 0, that is again you need to consider. Now we have this trigonometric function sine, cos and tan. The normal simple syntax you can see here. Math sine of value, math cos of value, math tan of value. This will return the sign of the argument. Following is the example. Cos and tan value. Now next one is degree function. Degree and radian. When an angle is given in degree, it can be converted to radian using this function. If the angle is given in radian measure, then it can be converted to a degree angle using degrees function. So the function name is degrees and radians. Degrees function will convert radian angle to degrees, and radians function will convert degrees to radians. Now we are moving to the string function. Unlike the math module, string is not grouped under any module. They are directly taken from the standard library of Python or the built-in part of the library. No need of importing such a statement or such a function or module. There is no such module at all, so there is no need of importing that statement. You can just specify the string object along with the method name separated by this dot, just like the other function. So this will be string dot function name. Inside the bracket there may be arguments. Let us see some of the string functions. String dot is al num, string dot is alpha, String dot is digit. These are the basic string function that we are learning here. Some of the basic function. The first function is al_num. As the name suggests, you can see from the name of the function itself, it is checking something. Is. What is it checking? Al_num. Al stands for alphabet. Num stands for number. So, this function checks whether the string contains any alphabet characters or numbers. So, this function returns true if the characters in the string are alphanumeric. If all the characters in the string should be alphabet or numeric, no other types are allowed in it. So, if there are any other type in the string, then it will return false. It only allows alphabets and numerics in the string. Now, the second one is string dot is alpha. This function is again checking something. Is checking. What is it checking? Alphabet is there or not. So, string dot is alpha function will return true if all the characters in the string are alphabets. All characters in the string are alphabet. If there are other characters like numbers, special characters, etc., then it will return false. Now let us talk about the third one. The third one is digit. This function returns true if all the characters in the string are digits, numbers, digits, 0 to 9. If there is other character in it, if there are other characters, special character or alphabets, then it will return false. So here we can see the example. Very detailed example is there. We have four strings, string 2, string 3 and string 4. String contains alphabets and numerics. String 2 contains only alphabet. String 3 contains only digits, numbers. And string 4 is empty. Now we are going to see all these functions on all these data. So string dot is al_num. String is al_num. Yes, alphabet is there, numeric is there. No other characters. So this will return true. Now string 2 dot is al_num. This will also return true because alphabets are there. No need of having numeric in it. If alphabets are there and no other characters are coming like special character, space, if there's no other characters except as alphabet or num, then it will return true. Now let us see the third one. Here the third one is digits. Is al_num. If there is no alphabet, it will check for the numerics. Yes, there are numerics. No other special character. So this will also return true. Now let us see the fourth one. It is an empty string. It does not contain any alphabet or numeric. So is al_num function for string 4 will return false. So string 4 dot is al_num will be false. Now let us see the is alpha function. Here for the first string is alpha, it is checking only alphabet is there or not. Only alphabet. If other characters are there other than alphabet, then it will return false. So this one is not is alpha, so it will return false. For second one is alpha, yes, only alphabet is there, so this will return true. Here is alpha, string 3 dot is alpha will return false because there is no alphabet at all in it. And what about the fourth one? Definitely false. There is no alphabet in it. Is alpha for string 4 will return false. Now let us see the is digit. Here string dot is digit. Yes, digits are there, but alphabets are also there. So for is digit, this will be false. For the second one, is digit, definitely there is no digit at all, so this will be false. And for string 3, it is an obvious true. Is digit, string 3 dot is digit is definitely true. And string 4 dot is digit, no, there is no digit at all. Here there is a mistake, this one should be true and this is false. This has to be true and this is false because string 4 does not have any digit at all, so this will be false. And string 3 contains all the digits, so is digit function for string 3 will return true. The next function is space. So we are checking here there is a space or not. So let us see. For the first one, so definitely this is obvious. We are checking whether is there a space or not. Okay. So it returns true if there is white space. Otherwise it will return false. So we have two strings here. One is having it is written here because it is not easy to understand. So it stores 3 spaces. 3 white spaces are there in this string, and here empty string. There is no space at all. It's an empty string. Here this string, the first string contains 3 spaces. The second string is an empty string. Now, is space function on string. String dot is space. Yes, there are space between the quotes. So the answer is true. String 2 dot is space. Actually there is no space in between here. This is an empty string. So the result will be false. Now the next one is lower, is upper. Again it is checking for lowercase. Second one is upper, looking for uppercase. If there are lowercase letters only, then it will return true. If there are uppercase letters in it, then it will return false. Is upper will look for the uppercase letters. If there are all uppercase letters, then it will return true, otherwise false. So again we have 3 strings here. First one is all lower, second one is all upper, third one is mix. Uppercase and lowercases are used. Now string, the first one is lower, all lowercase letters. So this is true. And is low, string 2 dot is lower. This is false. There is no lowercase letters here. And the third one will also be false because not all the letters are lowercase. Now, here in this example, the string 1 is all uppercase, string 2 is mixed, string 3 is all lowercase. Now string dot is upper, hello dot is upper. Yes, it is true, all the letters are uppercase. String 2 dot is upper, uppercase not all. So this is definitely false. String 3 dot is upper. No, not at all. This is it. There is no string 4 and string 5. So these you can avoid. Let us go for the next 2 functions. They are similar. This function converts string dot lower and string dot upper. This returns a copy of the string converted to lowercase. A copy of the string is created and that is converted to lowercase. The original string has no change at all, but it creates a copy of the string and converted to lowercase in case of lower, and string dot upper will convert it to uppercase. all the letters will be converted to lowercase or uppercase. Example is here. So we have a string which is all uppercase hello, and we are converting string dot lower. This will be here string dot lower. A copy is created and that is converted to the lowercase. And here we have the string hello which is all lowercase, and when you convert it string dot upper using this function, this will be copied and converted to uppercase. All letters will be converted to uppercase. Now L strip and R strip. This one, as the name suggests, L stands for left, R stands for right, and strip means cutting or trimming. So it returns a copy of the string with leading characters removed. So left or leading characters will be removed from the string. A copy is created, not the original string changed. Returns a copy of the string with leading characters removed. If used without any argument, these arguments are optional. You can see it here. If no arguments are provided, it removes the white space. Any space at the beginning, it will remove that. If characters are provided, that character will be cut from the string. Now, the R strip is the characters from the trailing edge or the right side of the string will be cut. If there is character specified, that character from the right side will be cut out. Then if this argument is not provided, then the trailing white space will be removed from the string. So let us see example and find out more. The example is string 2 is equal to there. Okay. Now string 2 dot L strip the. So L strip means left side character will be removed from the string. L2 dot L strip. String 2 dot L strip. Which character you are removing? THE from the left side. What is that? This THE. What will be left here? RE. So RE will be returned after removing THE. Here THE, TH, HE, TE, THE and their reverse string are matched. If any of these found is removed from the left of the string, THE found, hence removed. Now, second one is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. This is our string. Dot L strip tears. Look at this. Tears. Tears. So, L strip tears. If it finds any tears in it, that will be taken out. So, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. Why? Here, T is not there. E is there. So, this will be taken out. Then A is also there, taken out. R is also there, taken out. S is also there, taken out. And there is no T at the left side. So the rest is ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa that will be returning. So any combination from the string specified in L strip will be taken out. Now let us see the R strip. String 2. String 2 dot, string 2 is there, okay. There dot R strip care. Care. If C is not there, then it cannot be taken out. But A is not there. R is there, and E is also there. So THE 2 times it is appearing. So this need to be taken out. E. So TH will be returned. Now sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa are strip of tears. What will be taken out? From the right hand side it will look for the characters and one by one it will remove that. So sa re ga ma pa dha ni. Ni, okay? And SA is only there. From the given combination of letters only S and A are there. So that will be removed and the rest are taken. So L strip will trim the letters from the left side, or you can say the leading characters, and R strip remove the letters from the trailing side or from the right side. This is the functions. Now these are some questions. You need to answer these questions. That is all.